Okay, we're going to walk through the process of connecting the OnStep ZG Pro mount to the Android application via Bluetooth. One of the first things you need to do is open up your Bluetooth devices, and you will want to pair a new device. You will see it is called ZG Pro OnStep. So you can pair it up. So now that we're paired, you need to install the OnStep Android application, and I already have it installed. When you open up the application, one of the first things you need to do is go to the top right and click on the three dots, and we're going to enter the GPS coordinates. So observing sites, be a bit patient. The application is slow. Sometimes you'll do a click and do a wait. Let's try it again. Do the top three dots. I think I hit the wrong thing, so let's try this again. And we want to do connection. Wait, so connection, and we are looking for ZG Pro OnStep. So that MAC address below the name, you'll see it gets entered down here above the accept button. So we want to accept that as the mount our USB device we're going to be connecting to. And we give it a few seconds, and it'll change from no connection to, it'll give the OnStep computer version 4.24Q. It's ready. So the next thing you do, now that you're connected to the OnStep computer with Bluetooth, is now go to observing sites. And we are going to use the current location of the phone, the GPS inside of it, and we are going to upload it. So now what we're doing is we're uploading the GPS coordinates and the UTC offset, and it's really handy to use this application to do it, or the smart web server, because it does the conversion from your local time to UTC automatically. And it uses the GPS in your phone to find your exact coordinates and elevation. So now we need to set the date and time. So we have GPS, we have UTC time zone, and this top button is a simple matter of setting the date and time. So it is taking the date and time from the phone, converted it to UTC, and uploaded it to the OnStep computer. Now, one of the things I like to do is, if this is brand new and if I want to start all over, I'll do a return home. What this will do is use the home switches on the ZG Pro to find home. And home for OnStep and the ZG Pro is where your telescope is pointing at Polaris if you're in the northern hemisphere. So we'll hit OK. And I'm bench testing now, but you may be able to hear the motor spinning. Okay, so that I found the home position. Now that we're at home, OnStep knows where the telescope is pointing. It knows the date, time, it knows the UTC, it knows the GPS location. It has right now a built-in star map. From here, you can go straight to finding an object. If you want to further make this star map more accurate, you can then select a number of stars to go do an alignment. And so we'll just do a 1-star line to keep the video short. So we'll select 1 and we'll do start a line. So now the mount has started tracking, and we get a list of what bright stars we want to do our alignment on. We will just pick one here and do go to. And the motors are spinning up, and we're going to our target location. Okay, we have arrived at our target. The menu here will come back alive and give us control over the mount. There it went. Now we can nudge. We can move our telescope north, south, east, west, and get our target star right in the middle. Once we have it in the middle, we long press on the align button and we hit OK. So now we've done an alignment. If you want to do more stars, you would just select how many stars you want to do. So from here, you can see some of the common things. There's park, unpark. Park will send the mount to the park position, which is separate from the home position. Home position is always pointing at Polaris. Park position is wherever you want to set it. If you have a roll-off roof or an observatory where you need to park the mount at a specific location in order to be able to close things or do things, you can set that park position, and then when you hit park, it will go to that location. Buzzer and reticle are not applicable to the current version of OnStep that I provide with the CG Pro conversion kit. Let's go back, swipe to the left. Tracking is basically a hand control, or sorry, the tracking options. So right now we currently are tracking. If we wanted to stop tracking, we would hit the stop button. You'll see that in this application as it stands right now, the gray buttons are what is activated. So if I want to start tracking again, I would hit the start button, and now it is tracking again. By default, the way I ship the OnStep computers, you do not start up with tracking enabled. And that is a difference between Celestron and the OnStep computer. Celestron, when you first power it up, it starts tracking. It's the RA is moving at sidereal, and so with OnStep, when you first boot up, it's not moving at sidereal. So you need to enable tracking in order for you to start tracking an object or move the telescope. Guide / focus, we just have guiding. So this is basically kind of your hand controller where you can do, I want to do very fast, and I can move the mount west, I can move it north, and then you can go back. Here are the general targets. You can do enter coordinates. You can obviously do solar system, Messier, NGC, Herschel, Bright Stars, and user catalog. Personally, I have not experimented with user catalog. I know you can enter information into this. You can do it via the Smart Web Server also, which I think is the best way to do it if I understand right. But again, I don't know a whole lot about that one. So overall, that is, a very good introduction to this Android application connecting to the telescope with Bluetooth. There are lots more options in here. But I will just pause it there or stop it there, and I'll allow anybody else to go do some more research on some other more advanced features. But that gets you the basics. If we want to return home, if we want to hit park, we can do that now. So that is a good starting point.